Jessii Vee. So I did add to my background. It's not like super crazy or anything, but I like the ghosts. The ghosts are so cute. I know it looks like I made them, and maybe I should just say that I made them just cause. But I found these at the dollar store and they have googly eyes and everything. I just couldn't like... I couldn't leave them there. Also, the lady at the dollar store was so rude. I like brought her all my stuff and I was like, hi, how's your day going? And she was like, and didn't say anything. This happens to me so often. And then when I was leaving, I was like, okay, bye, have a good day. And she was like, why do I have that effect on people? I don't know. I'm not even this loud and obnoxious in real life. I mean, well, sort of sometimes. Anyways though, before I get started on this update video, it's a very much needed update video. I just wanted to remind you guys to get your North Carolina meet and greet tickets. I'm going there November 10th and 11th, and it's literally in like, I don't even know, 2 weeks? What is math? But the tickets are selling out really fast, and we actually added some new fun things to the event, so I'm gonna be showing 2 never before seen videos at the meet and greet. And also, if you are going to the Tea with V, which is basically you sit down and have tea with me and talk for a couple hours, we've also added this really cool photo booth at that event where you and I can like take awesome goofy photos together. So if you want to get your tickets, they're down below in the description. It's coming up so soon. Also, if you have not hit that notification bell down below, definitely hit it. Sorry, a loud car just passed. Because if you have that bell on, you are a notification narwhal. Speaking of, we literally only have a handful left of the notification narwhal plushies. When I showed them to you guys last week, they went like crazy. So we only have a few more. So if you want yours, the link is down below for that as well. I wish I could just like tell my whole video holding these in my arms, but then their horns would just get all over my face. But they're really cute. Anyways though guys, if you are not caught up on this Attic Man series, please pause this video, open a new tab, and watch them get caught up. Watch the ones you haven't seen yet because it's just not gonna make sense to you. To summarize my last video though, the Attic Man, who we turned out to know as Ryan, he previously lived at my house and he sent me an email and tried to clear a lot of stuff up. And where we left off was me asking him if his parents would tell me any strange or paranormal experiences that they've had while living here. Because as you guys know, so much happens to me here. I mean, things happen to me wherever I go, but I have had so many creepy experiences here, especially with the forest behind my house, that I thought that while I was talking to Ryan, who is the son of the previous owners, I should just take that opportunity to find out if they have any paranormal stories. So today I'm gonna read you his email that he sent to me. He literally sat down his parents and was like,
hey, Jessii Vee wants to know if you've seen any ghosts.
And you're gonna hear their responses. So it's super exciting. And yes guys, I know this series just goes on and on and on, but it's like every single day I find out something new and I can't just not tell you guys. So please let me know down below if you guys want me to continue this series whenever I get more information. I don't know how often that's gonna be. Like, I might not find something out for the next 3 months. Like, I have no idea. I just thought because I got you guys into this, that I would just continue making them. Anyways though, I'm going to read you his email, and yes, I have his permission to read this. And before I start, I just wanted to say that I was so freaked out because basically Ryan sent me his email like what, 3-4 weeks ago, and then I replied asking if his parents would want to tell any of their paranormal experiences, and he didn't get back to me for a whole week. And that entire week I was like, oh my gosh, did I overstep my bounds? Did I ask him a question that was uncomfortable? Is he mad at me? Does he not want to talk to me anymore? Like, so many things were going through my head. Like, you know, if you send someone a really risky text and they don't reply right away and you're like, what have I done? But yeah, he eventually got back to me a week later and I was like, oh, thank goodness. I didn't freak him out too much. So let me get right to this and read you guys his email. Here we go. It says, hey Jessii, sorry it took me a little while to get back to you. Life has been a little hectic. I was finally able to go visit my parents over the weekend and I was able to ask them your question. I also caught them up on your Attic Man series. I hope that you don't mind about that. They were a little confused when I brought up your name, so I figured it would make sense if I told them everything. They really love your content innocent, by the way. They think it's pretty cool that a YouTuber is living inside their old house. I also hope you don't mind that I'm writing this email for them. They said they would contact you in a little while, but to be honest, they take forever to do things, lol. So I thought that telling their stories for them would be the quickest solution. Honestly, that's totally fine with me. It didn't really matter like who wrote the email as long as I got the information that I needed. So yeah, it's totally cool, Ryan, that you're writing this email for your parents. I really don't mind. So here we go. You wanted me to ask them if they've had any paranormal or strange experiences while they were living inside your house. When I asked this, my dad proceeded to laugh and shake his head because he's always been a skeptic. He told me that not once in his life, not even as a kid, has he experienced anything supernatural. He says he needs to see it to believe it, which I guess is fair. Not everyone is in tune with that stuff anyways. I mean, I totally get that, and that's fair and understandable. There's a lot of people in my life who are skeptics and don't believe at all, and they've literally never had a paranormal experience, which I'm slightly jealous of, but at the same time I'm not, because if I didn't ever experience this stuff, I don't know, I don't think I would be the same person, you know what I mean? You guys would have never gotten creepy content. It would have just been me sitting down doing, I don't know, crafts. I don't know. Nothing against craft YouTubers. Oh my gosh, I actually love crafts. That wasn't like a, you know, a dig at anyone. I just... You know what I mean? Anyways though, so we find out that his dad is like, no, this is silliness. I don't believe any of this stuff, which it's okay. That's fine. I'm not mad at him. It's cool. I'd rather him be honest and not make stuff up for an email, you know? Okay, so then he asks his mom. He says, my mom, however, sort of shrugged and said that there were a couple strange experiences, but nothing too crazy that would have had a huge impact on her, which as well also fair, but it seems like she has had something happen. She said that one day she was in the laundry room listening to music on her phone and suddenly the volume went from relatively low to all the way up. It happened in less than a second and she dropped the detergent she was holding because it startled her. But she said that doesn't necessarily mean it was paranormal. It could have been some weird glitch on her iPhone. Either way, it was strange. Ugh. I don't know, guys. It's so weird reading these experiences and just thinking about the fact that they used to live here and like be in my space and in my house. So like, it's not just like reading a random story on the internet. It's like you're reading a real life thing that happened here amidst me. Amidst me. Is that a thing? Amongst me? What is grammar? But like my laundry room is literally down the stairs. So like what she's talking about happened here. It's just so, I can't wrap my brain around it. Anyways though, that's really, really freaky. I don't think I've ever had the volume on my phone suddenly turn up, but I have heard that happening to many people. Is it a glitch? I have no idea. Could it be paranormal? Yeah, why not? Ghosts can really, I believe they could do that. Another time she was in the furnace room downstairs. Do I want to keep reading this? Okay, another time she was in the furnace room downstairs grabbing the vacuum and she heard a door slam upstairs and she was the only one home. On her way upstairs to investigate, she heard this low humming. It went on for about 2 minutes. It didn't sound like a person, but more like the hum of a machine or a car, but it was all around her. It didn't last long and abruptly stopped. But even with that, she said a window could have been open that slammed the door, and the humming could have been the air conditioning or some other function in the house. She had just never heard it before. Okay, so since I've lived here, I've had my air conditioning on, I've had like the heat going from my furnace, and I've never heard a humming sound, not even something slight, so I don't really know what she heard. Maybe it was a truck outside or something, but the fact that it was all around her is strange. And also doors slamming are like a telltale sign of paranormal activity, but yeah, if a window was open, something that could have just been from the wind. I don't know if I've had a door slam here. Definitely at my old house though. But yeah, I could still see how that would be startling, especially when you're home alone. I know what that's like. She said that overall her experience in your house was so positive. She never felt scared or anything negative. They had so many memories there, as did I. Don't let silly little coincidences that she said bother you. I think they probably have a rational explanation. But like I said in my last email, it doesn't mean you didn't bring anything into your house. You seem to be an avid ghost hunter, so I wouldn't be surprised, lol. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I've always thought that I brought something back from cemeteries, or who knows. Who knows? Oh, also Also, my parents said they've only heard occasional scuffling around in the attic that sounded like it could have been animals. I might have told you that as well in my last email. Anyways, you have our permission to update all of your awesome subscribers on this new email. And I really hope you have some amazing years living in our old house. Feel free to ask me any questions whenever you need to, especially if I forgot to answer something important today. Cheers, Ryan. I think he covered pretty much everything I wanted to know. I mean, if the mother only experienced 2 weird things, then that's cool. I'm glad she told me. And I'm really happy to know that their family had some really awesome, happy, loving memories here, because that just makes me feel better about being here. But yeah, if I brought something myself, then that's my own problem and not something that they did or experienced, you know what I mean? That's just my own doing, which, you know. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I could ask him? And listen, I feel so bad. I don't want to bug him anymore. He's been such a good sport, but it feels like he's totally open to talking about this stuff. So definitely comment down below if you have any other question you want me to ask him, and I might send him one more email. And if I can't think of anything, then I'll just say thank you, and then that's that. I'm just really glad I had this opportunity to talk to somebody that was living in my house before me. I'm just trying to think. Oh my gosh, you know what I should have asked? Oh my gosh. Okay, do you guys remember about a year ago when I first moved into my house, I found those creepy drawings on my basement wall. It was in the furnace room, right in the corner, almost hidden. If I wasn't unpacking stuff back there, I never would have seen it. Oh my gosh, I should ask them about that. Like, what if they hadn't seen it before, or what if they did and knew what it was about, or what if they had like little kids over that just drew on the wall? Like, imagine I was making a whole scene about those doodles and they reply to me like, oh yeah, it was Ryan's younger cousin, it's nothing. And like I was freaking out over the past year about what those were. I don't know. Is that something I should ask? I totally should ask them, because if they know something I don't know about those doodles, I want to know. So yeah, that might be something I reply with, but if you guys can think of anything, then let me know down below as well. Should I ask them about the forest? I don't know. I don't want to be a bother, like I said before. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this update, and like I said before, I hope you're not getting tired of this series. It's just stuff that I'm finding out as I go, and I like to share. But yeah, I'm gonna get going now, and I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.